Good. All right. Hey, you. What you doing? Hey, you. What you doing? Are you sitting on your ass? Or are you doing me glad? Do you know what you mean? I don't know what I mean. I'm rocking and rolling and we're having a good time. Welcome to Sundays Pursuits. We're gonna have a good time. So raise your glass, raise your flask, raise whatever serves your task. Bring it in, bring it in, bring it in. All righty, welcome to Sundays with Suits. My name is Seth David Suits Healy, and welcome to the Things Network. What a beautiful, beautiful Sunday it is. We're getting ready for May 1st. The new April showers have brought what? May flowers. Beautiful energies coming in. We're rocking and rolling. We're bringing in all kinds of greatness about to get on a ship. I'm about to sail away, sail away, sail away. Right? So what do we do? How do we embrace this new energy? How do we embrace this new life? How do we cope? Right? In my jobby job, I have to adapt every day because I get different calls from people from all over the country, all over the world, right? And constantly I have to go through what I call my rebirth phase, right? Y'all see this rebirth phase. And what we're doing with this new life energy, right? With this new life energy is that we are beginning to understand who we are as a people. We're beginning to understand that we have come to say, hey, this is who I am. This is who I want to be, I should say. And I'm going to put the work in. Putting the work in. Those April showers, man, I don't know about y'all, but I heard about some torrential downpours, just a massive amount of downpours. And where I am in Mississippi, we've had just massive bad storms and rain. And, you know, what I believe is when that rain comes, right, when that rain hits, it's clearing out the old and making way for the new, right? It's just washing all that mucky muck away and bringing in for these new beautiful flowers, these beautiful new blooms, these beautiful new experiences. If you're here, say hello so I can say hello to you so I can pull a card. We got a new little setup here at the Wolf Bear Den. I had to change things around. So we're changing a few things around here. But who's here? Tell me who's here. Let me say, hey, I'm here, so I can know you're here. You know, that's what's important. All right, Mayflower's Rebirth live chat. Let's go. Let's see what's going on. Anybody here? We got one person watching. Maybe it's because I'm early. I came on early because the other people couldn't be on today. So I want to send them energy. I also want to send energy to anybody who's experiencing any kind of pain, agony, anybody who's feeling down on themselves, anybody who is really just going through the mucky muck times, right? But with this May energy coming, this May power that's coming in, you know, May 4th is coming. May the force be with you. We're going to have this. We're going to have a divine abundance. We're going to wish that for everybody this week, a divine abundance. So as soon as we got one person, so one person's watching, here we go. Let's get you a card out. Ooh, we got some cards. Ooh, the first card for you is allowing. Radical acceptance says yes to reality in any given moment. So what's needed can come next. Allowing. I'm allowing myself to feel better. I'm allowing myself to grow. I'm allowing. Very, very important. Allowing. All is in there. I'm allowing. Now, when you have that word all in here, you have to look at it and say, okay, all. I'm allowing all the good, and I'm rejecting all the bad. I'm allowing all the good. Aces, right? Bringing all that ace energy in, and I'm rejecting all the bad. I'm putting boundaries up. As you can see here, look, this individual has multiple things going on. Let's see what we got in the card. We have a fire in one hand, right? Fire. I automatically think with fire, I think rebirth. I think rekindling, right? We have dragonfly here, which is a great energy. We have lots of X's with the dragonflies. So what that tells me is somebody here may be experiencing some love coming in. Let's just look up what dragonfly is. Let's just see. Hold on one second. All right. Dragonfly energy. It's so funny. I typed in dragonfly energy and it said dragonfly engagement or something to that effect. Dragonfly energy. Meaning, all right. Technology's been weird too lately. It's been really weird. In my other job, I've just been dealing with lots of things of people. You talk to people every day and you hear about, with dragonfly energy, you're talking about change, transformation, adaptability, and self-realization. And so I've been seeing that a lot with a lot of people. People are changing. They're changing their banking systems. They're changing how they're adapting to situations. Like, oh, this person is doing this and that, so I'm going to do this and that. But I'm going to do this, that, these, and those for me, right? There's no more lemming mentality where you're just everybody's going off the cliff. No more jumping off bridge because I saw Tommy jump off a bridge. No. I'm now allowing the best of energies to come into my life. I'm allowing these strengths. I'm allowing this greatness. I'm working with stones like moldavite. I'm working with stones like hematite because I'm shielding, right? I'm shielding, but I'm also engaging my energy, engaging my strengths. Let me check something. I don't know if am I on Things Network right now or am I just on Suitsy Bootsy? I got to check this out. Give me 1 second. Yes, I am. Okay. All right. So we got 3 people watching. All right. So for that third person that came in, we got some love coming in for you. We got some love. Look at that love. Love. And then that third person left. Divine source is the idea that no person, place, or thing is your salvation. Only love itself. Now, here's something. A lot of people getting this whole downward spiral thing about falling in love with the idea of love itself. And they're not looking at people, the people that truly love them. We talk about accepting love and learning how to give love and receive love in the right, proper way. Some people's love language is different. Some people like to receive gifts. Some people like little notes on the bed. Some people like to have laundry done. Some people like to have a house swept. Some people like to, when they speak, right? When they speak and they say something, they want somebody to remember it. There's all kinds of different ideas of languages of love. and what is love. So in the comments, y'all, just tell me, what is love to you? What is love? Here they say it's divine source is the idea that no person, place, or thing is your salvation. Only love itself is your salvation. So what does love mean to you? What does love mean to you? How, when, why, where? Tell me some love stories. Are you telling me right now that there's all these people and no one's going to say anything about love? I don't believe that. All right. We got 3 people watching again. All right. So here we go for you. Grounding. Grounding. Many of the most evolved beings on earth are regular folks living with joy, dignity, and courage. If y'all are not watching the Johnny Depp trial, Amber Heard, they had a great example of a person who was very, very grounded. He was doing a deposition. He was in the car. He was just like, I'm tired of this, man. I've been living this forever. I have my life to live on. I have to live on my life. And we have to do that. And to do that, we have to have courage. To move past everything, you have to have what? Courage. Let me be open to courageously taking steps that are shown. So here you have a bird spreading its wings. You have an elephant. Now, when we talk about elephant, we talk about Ganesh energy. We talk about obstacles and all that kind of stuff. We want to be very, very aware of how we work with those energies, how we work with understanding the obstacle, how we understand, how we work with being free, how we understand about freedom and love, how to put those two together, how to allow a safe and divine source of energy to come in and help us grow as individuals, help our garden grow. I just think about something just kicked in my head about someone thinking about when they were a kid, and so that old nursery rhyme, Mary, Mary, how's your garden grow? Right? Is that a nursery rhyme? I should know that. Quite contrary, is that right? So, all right. Expansiveness. Here's something that's about to really come in big time for a lot of people with this new birth energy. I think one of the calls to it was, we have Elon Musk who bought Twitter. He's going to take it out of the public domain, right, and privatize it. So eternity is far more creative than the rigid, constrained, and exhausted ego. Remember, ego is edging God out. We don't want to do that. Eternity is far more creative than the rigid, constrained, and exhausted ego. It's very, very important as we begin and as we create and as we go on that we look at how we are changing, how we are growing, right? How we are being courageous in the most conflicted times. We were watching all about the Ukraine and Russia. That's still going on, ladies and gentlemen. That's still going on. And then now we're all like, oh, John, and I'm guilty as all hell. If you're not watching Legal Bites and you're not watching, it's our law. It almost looks like Reiki law. That's why I was like, oh my God, people are talking about energy and these trials. I was like, oh my God, that's a thing. That's a thing. But all these different things are going on. And you have to go back to thinking about Idiocracy, that movie. And you have to think about Wag the Dog, that movie. If you haven't watched those two, you really should. And then I was watching Russell Brand did something the other night, and that was really, really interesting. His latest thing on YouTube, if you haven't watched that. I'm doing a lot of YouTube research because I've got an announcement. When we get the new house and the studio gets built, I will have an official YouTube channel. I used to go on live every day. I'm going to start doing that again on the Suitsy Bootsy channel because it was helping me, right? Much as it's helped other people, hopefully. It was helping me have more of a flow of energy and having responsibilities and having a schedule. And I think a lot of people with this new energy, a lot of people are like, oh, schedule. Whew. People think schedule, they automatically go back to their worst job ever or school, right? That's what a lot of people think about. So with expansiveness, eternity is far more creative than the rigid, constrained, and exhausted ego. Remember, ego edging God out. We don't want to edge any love and light out. We don't want to this happens a lot with like actors and actresses, especially with social media now. They see somebody who is being successful. I used to do this all the time, especially when I was back in Mississippi. All my friends were in LA and they were all successful. And they were like, oh my, and I was like, I could be there. And I got angry and I got enraged. I was so mad. And I had all these people in Mississippi, you know, who were acting and telling stories and having agents. And I did all that. I did it. I was there. And I couldn't get it here. And I resented it for a long time. I was so angry. I was so mad. And then, thankful for Virginia, she was like, that was just a chapter. And I'm reminded of something my friend Lucky used to talk about too. We each have these chapters in life. It's like verses in a song, right? And, you know, we all have those songs that we like. Like if I said, Ice, Ice, Baby, boom, 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 boom. Or if I said, too hot to handle, too hot, you know, whatever. Or if I said, da-da-da-da, or if I went, da-da-da-da, and you would go, you finish it. If you're a nerd like me. We have to be more creative and we have to stop making these excuses. When I look at stuff on YouTube and I see these great people making really, really interesting stuff, and I see these hard workers, I'm just like, oh my God, I know how hard work that is. I know what production value is. I know about creating and producing, and, you know, and I'll be the first to admit, I am a little jaded sometimes. I'm now 40. I can be a little jaded. But I'm also a positive. I'm trying to be as positive as possible. And I just want everybody to succeed, right? I want everybody to succeed because I had blessings earlier on in my life that no one else in a million years would ever have had, you know? And so you have to look at these different chapters and these different verses and these different hymns and things that come in, these different volumes, right? Can you, like, you know, I told somebody the other day, can you imagine like having J.R. Tolkien, right? Telling you the story of the ring as a bedtime story, right? As a bedtime story. That's a chapter for some of those kids. That's something that, and now, you know, when they watching TV and watching movies and now about to watch Amazon and see the stories their father told them, becoming something amazingly, you know, and watching the Peter Jackson stuff too, they probably have differing opinions on it. We have to have different opinions as we allow this new energy into our life. We have to understand it. It's complicated. This episode is complicated because allowing new energy to come in it's very sporadic, right? Because you could think, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. All right, I just said it 4 times before people showed up. I love that kind of synergy here. It's great. But again, expansiveness. I want you to look at that. There's a lot of butterflies there too. There's a lot of butterflies. All right. Now this is pretty cool. Faith. I want you to look at this. I want you to look at this faith and the lotus. And we all know about how the lotus, you know, what's in the lotus, right? How it's born. If you don't know about that, look it up, as my dad would say. Comes out of mud and dirt and grime. Beautiful, beautiful flower. Here, what I see when I look at this is I look at the lotus flower, right? I believe it's the lotus flower that comes out of mud. If you want to correct me in the comments, be more than welcome to. No one's commenting. I usually have like 1,000 people, not 1,000 by any means, but people commenting. If you're here, say hello. Or did I scare people off last week? Is that what happened? Was it too much fun? And y'all are like, I don't want to say anything. Or, you know, it's like kids in class. Like, raise your hand. Say something. Hi. We got 1 person over on the Sutsubuchi station. We got 3 here on the Things Network. But look at this. I want you all to look at this right here. If you see, we have the hummingbird, right? And the hummingbird is taking pollen, taking nourishment out of the flower. And I think a lot of people in this, when they are reborn, you will have energy vampires, and they do exist. I'm going to tell you that very truthfully and honestly. They may not be vampires, but they are definitely energy suckers. And some people don't even realize it. Some people are just there and like, hey, how you doing? You doing good? Let me tell you about my life. Oh my God, I tell you that. Let me tell you. Oh my goodness gracious me. Oh, it's amazing. Hello there, Amber. All right, Amber, you want a card? Let's pull you a card. Amber's saying hello. All right. So Amber, you're going to get the first card tonight. Really, is detachment. All right. So detachment. And with detachment, you finally feel the whole inside, with or without the fulfillment of a particular desire. Ironically, that's often when it's fulfilled. I want you to hear that again, because with detachment, you finally feel the whole inside, with or without the fulfillment of a particular desire. Ironically, that's often when it is fulfilled. So when you detach, right? When you detach, when you let go. I have a great friend, and when I was very young, we were both very young. This individual said, let go, let God, right? And that's what we have to do. We have to let go. We have to let the universe. We have to let the world play out. Hello, Paranormal Nation Radio. Your card is Divine Abundance. You were born to align with love's will, follow the Tao, and serve something beyond the ego. Learn to be abundance, not chase it. Learn to be abundance, not chase it. And with that, we have some Tao cards down here, so I'll pull those out a little bit later. Okay, so let's put that up here. Divine Abundance. So that's what we're hoping for. We're engaged in a situation, and this right here. You really can't see it, but this is what I'm calling the Creatives Collective's whole body. Right? We're putting these cards in so that we all this week can have a divine abundance, have more expansiveness, have the courage to allow love as we ground ourselves in our pursuits. Let us have faith, right? And let's detach from the BS so that we can understand and receive the blessings. Okay? And for that, we're going to do a little tune. All right. So again, these cards from the Divine Abundance, a 52-card deck from Tasha Silver. I highly recommend it. You get it from Amazon. Probably get it at what we call it too, your bookstore. All right. We'll go here for the Archangel Power Tarot cards. And again, it's really not a tarot deck in the original sense, but let's just see what we got here. These beautiful cards. I love them so much. All right. Oh, first card. It just came out. The Emperor, Archangel Uriel. Stability and efficiency. Taking charge of a situation. Ambitious plans. So as we are engaging our situation, right, as this rebirth comes in, there are a lot of times that we'll become over ambitious, right? I do this. Hello, Jenny Sullivan. Hello, Jenny Sullivan. Hello, how are you? Well, still can't do the damn accent when she's on the phone. I don't know why. It's crazy. I'm a little bit better. There we go. A little bit better. Just a little bit. There we go. All right. So we got the Emperor. The Emperor's coming in. All right, there we are. The Emperor. Look at that beautiful card. Look at that beautiful card. Stability and efficiency, taking charge of a situation, ambitious plans. All right. The next thing we have is Queen Ariel. Queen Ariel, nurture yourself and those you love. We talked about I did it a bit. I did not do it a bit. Oh, I swear I can do more. Just give me a little time. Well, that's it. Let me watch my Irish shows. All right now. So Queen Ariel, nurture yourself and those you love. The ability to make anything more beautiful, practical. Learn how to receive wise advice. And so to do that, you really need to work on your grounding techniques. You need to learn how you are going about grounding yourself. It's very, very, very important. If I come in and I say, hey, I'm grounding myself this way. Some people ground themselves, like I heard, like I read last week, like putting ice in their hand. I never heard that, but I think I'm going to start trying it right before work. Like, we got a leap of faith coming in. Faith must be a big deal with this new rebirthful energy, because believe in yourself, listen to your heart, do what gives you joy, do what brings you joy, right? Like I said, I'm manifesting now that next year I'll be going to conferences and I'll be on a set and I'll be in a bigger house and everything will be as I really believe that's what's going to happen in the next year. Because you have to have determination, right? You have to have determination. The Chariot, Archangel Metatron, you have to start taking records down. You have to start looking at why you are where you are. And sometimes you may just have to change your place. You may have to say, okay, it's like when a studio, right, is looking at the dailies of a show. They're like, this director's just not getting what we want. That's a situation. And it's great director, great person, but it's not right for this project. And because they had the determination and they've had the self-control, and their job is to advance the almighty dollar and advance the story correctly, because they know all these fanboys and fangirls out there and fan people are waiting to acknowledge the success of the movie. So, you'll have directors be taking on projects just because the studio thinks one thing. The studio thinks. And this happened with the metaphysical community a lot too, especially with teams and such. You'll have people who are great working with this person and that person, right? But they're not great working with this person, that person. And then you have the person who's the team lead, and they're like, oh, like they both want to go, but I know if they go, it's going to be a shit show. But we're a team. So what am I doing? I'm going to put this one outside, right? I'm going to put this one out here. And it's like playing mommy and popsy, right? But it's investigating, just like creating art, just like storytelling. It's bigger than both me, you, and everyone else. We're there to help people. We're there to tell stories. We're there to entertain. We're there to be determined that this is how the divine flow of life, the divine flow of creative energy is going to come at us. Why are we called this way? How are we called? What number are we taking? Can we be respectful of the process? A lot of people don't know how to respect the process. They have no idea. And when they don't have an idea how to respect the process, they get a little upset. They get a little angry. And so you have to just be aware of that. So looking forward to understanding how you will take a leap of faith, how you will learn how to be more stable and be efficient is very, very important with this new energy that's coming in. So just be aware, as this new energy is coming in, you have to learn how to nurture yourself and those you love, the ability to make anything more beautiful. Remember, we're human beings in a not so beautiful world trying to do beautiful things. A lot of people forget that we're human beings. And that is something that's very, very important. And do not forget it. Do not forget you're a beautiful human being. Truly, do not forget it. Okay? Who wants a card? Who needs a card? Okay, the Ace of Michael. We talked about Ace energy earlier. So, a wonderful new idea. Don't allow bumps in the road to hinder your progress. Clear up communication problems with others. In teams, this is really important. If there's an issue with one person or another, speak on it. Don't just let it fester like a boil and explode like a raisin in the sun. Don't do that. We don't want that. That's not good. We want wonderful new ideas. We want to collaborate. We want to bring things together. I'm thinking about doing a show here for us shortly, if you're interested at all, where we do sort of like a group thing, maybe every other week, and put it on YouTube on my station, where we talk about how the energy is just changing in the world. Just it's changing, and why it's changing, and how can we combat that, and telling stories. So it's just an idea I have. We'll, we'll work on it. Stay determined and move forward. There's a lot of stuff about determination. I'm gonna say I get the message. I know God. I know universe. I get it. But I think this is about someone else right now. I think you need to know that you can move forward in this life, in this world. And this is somebody who grew up on a farm, possibly, or had a father or a grandfather who was a farmer. So be prepared for any possibility. Environmental activism. So, if you are pulled to work on something environmentally, you just know that your ancestors are there. They're going to help you. All right, they're going to help you. All right. Wow, make a wish, dreams become a reality, a joyful time of life. So with this rebirth, we have these new things coming on with this joyful type of life, this big heart energy, like I was talking about earlier, huge heart energy, massive heart energy. We are growing and we are just blooming. It's just amazing things that we're doing here. And we have to be aware. It's something we have to be aware of, because if we're not aware of these things that are happening, if we don't become aware of it, then we're not going to honor it, right? Like how many times we've been in the situation where like you were there and you're like, no, I wasn't. I don't be in there. I'm pretty sure I wasn't there. And you're like, no, you were there. I know you were there. And because you didn't have the same experience as someone else, that was great. Everybody's talking about, and you hear one way. Interpretation, right? Interpretation and perception. How you perceive a situation or a place or a person or a thing, right? How you perceive it, and let me move back to where I was. How you perceive it. Oh, and I guess I'll go to interpret it. Hello, Irene. How are you? Let's pull Irene a card. All right. For Irene, this is peace. Release the past. There's more enriching future coming. Let go and let God. Man, you can't make that up. We talked about that earlier. Let go and let God. That just tells me that spirit is here and it's saying, hello, hello, hello. I've got a solution for you. So, all right, we're about to get some solutions. You all ready? I have no idea what's coming, but we're about to figure it out. Success that comes from objective compromise, self-control and patience, forgiving and healing energy. So with all this rebirthing energy, this phoenix energy, this fire, right? Rising from the ashes, this phoenix is rising from the ashes. It's coming in. It's going to help us be courageous. It's going to ground us. It's going to give us faith. It's going to allow us to learn how to detach. It's going to give us divine abundance. We're going to learn how to receive that divine abundance. We're going to have more expansiveness. We're not going to be so closed-minded. We're going to have love. We're going to allow all the good energy in, and we're going to say no to the bad energy. Hello, Bridget O'Connelly. How are you? All right. There you go. Okay, here's a card for Bridget. Seek out other possibilities. Look for the magic in life. Be aware of your own emotions. Look at that. It's a beautiful card. Okay. So working again with heart energy, working here, seeking out other possibilities. Look for the magic in life. Be aware of your own emotions. A lot of people don't understand how to work with their emotions. I think about I tell people when they're working with X-Men, watching X-Men, and people, they're like, oh, it's just a comic book. And yes, it's just a comic book, but it has such great little tidbits of, growing up and how to grow up. And you don't want to do stupid things as you grow up. And we've all done stupid things. We've been there. We've done that. We have real estate. We have shirts and everything. So we have to realize as we're growing, as we're expanding who we are. There's a lot of people who are in full bloom right now, and as they're in full bloom, they are glowing. They're glowing with this radiance, and people sometimes don't like to let you shine. They just don't. They want to be the emperor, right? They want to be the empress. They want to own and control everything. And so you have to learn how to shine You have to learn how to shine. And you have to say, I don't care about what this, that, these, and those think. I'm me, and that's all that matters. I'm me. I'm happy. I'm breathing. I'm alive. I'm doing great things. I'm a beautiful person in a not so beautiful world, attempting to do beautiful things. Okay. We'll put these cards over here as well to wrap the night up. We do that. All right. Here we go. The secret language of animals. I think this is we got 5 people watching now. So with this new energy, let's get some spirit. Let's get some power animals to some people. How about that? How's that sound? Does it sound good? I think it sounds great. Here we go. Y'all ready? Awesome. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Okay, so the first thing we have is the orange blossom jellyfish. Transparency, sensitivity, surrender, and illumination. So as we're working at, and if you see here, it's got a lot of red, so you got a lot of grounding, and you got a lot of heart energy in there too. And you got a lot of creative. So as you are creating, make sure as you're creating, you're being transparent. You're not there. Everything's above board. Be sensitive to people's ideas. This is a new day and time, right? I mean, I hate to tell some people to be like, oh, stop thinking that you can't be the artist that you are because you're afraid you're going to get canceled. But you have to be sensitive. You have to be sensitive. You have to be aware. Or you just be like, I don't give a shit, and I'm going to do it anyway. It is your foxhole, right? It is your foxhole. If you want to, if you're in no man's land and you're just getting out of the foxhole and you're pow and shooting and you're fighting for your story, great. I applaud you 100%. But in this day and age, it's a lot harder than you think. People want stories that are going to move the ticker. They want to move it. And so eventually you're going to have, it's, like all things, everything is cyclical, right? So you're going to have, we're in right now in this all inclusive, which is great. I applaud it. I think it's, everybody has a voice, and I think everybody should have a voice. And I think a lot of people even right now, still feel voiceless because they're like, this person took my damn voice. I don't know why they got to be my voice. That you have to imagine there's some people out there, so many marginalized communities, so many communities out there who are like, I just want to be like, I'm a human being and I just want to talk. I want to tell my story. And you want to be super mutant and like blast it out like it's the Hulk when we're human beings. And that's the most important thing. Look at everybody like they're a human being first and foremost. Okay? Look at them like they're a human being. And that's how they'll look at you. I talk about the vet. I was hearing a vet talk one time, and everybody talked about this vet. And the vet says, I just look at the animal and I say, I see you. And I hope you see me. Because I'm here to help you. That's how we need to look at humanity. We need to look at it and say, okay, there's spectacle, and that's great. I'm all about Star Wars. I'm all about Star Trek. I'm all about X-Men. I'm all about Spider-Man. I'm all about Marvel Cinematic DC Universe. I'm all about this stuff. But if you're going to tell a story of a people, right? Respect their history, respect their legacy, respect those things. And as we, as investigators, as storytellers, as artists in general, we have to come to understand that some things are just too complicated, right? I've backed out of reading before because I'm just like, that's not, because I know if I don't give you the right answer or the answer that you think is right, then you're going to be upset. These people, I'll tell everybody who's a medium or an intuitive, besides recording, and letting everybody know that your sessions are recorded for security purposes and to cover your booty, to transparency is the most important thing. Who you are as a person, who you are. With this new energy that's coming in, be transparent. Be Mr. Cellophane. Hey, this is who I am. If you don't like it, that's fine, right? This is who I am. And I'm done like putting on these coats of paint for you and this person and that person. I'm done. I have my right to believe this. You have your right to believe this. I have my right to do this. You have your rights to do this, that, these, and those. You know, if we want to share our humanity, when we want to share our struggles, we want to share, that's fantastic. But if you don't want to grow, right, like the wood symbolizes, if you don't want to grow and you don't want to connect and you don't want to support and you don't want to renew, I ain't got nothing for you. I don't. We're here for that purpose. Like Things Network is here for that purpose, to connect, to grow, to bring people in, right? All of these stations, every single one, right? All of these networks, right, are here for one reason: connectivity. Connectivity. You know, watching like Legal Bites this week and watching, you know, all these other different stations that were watching and commenting on the trial, and you hear these people talk, and there's so many different branches of people's viewpoint on different things. Right? I'll get to you in a second, Joshua. And so we have to allow ourselves. We have to allow ourselves to learn how to go to different things and open the different books and read the different books and associate with different people. That's what I loved about the theater. You could have one person who was a conservative, one person's a liberal. You have one person's gay, one person's straight, or two people gay, one person's straight. It doesn't matter. This person came from this background, this person came from that. It was a concatenation of different loving people who wanted one thing: to tell a damn story. To tell a damn story. To be entertained, to play pretend, to do something, right? With Paranormal Investigations, you had the same thing. These cliques that have now coming out, and I understand the entertainment industry is cliquish. The metaphysical community can be cliquish. I get it, 100%. Right? I've been cliquish before. I understand, right? We're human beings. We like who we like being around, and that's great. And we don't want to like, woohoo, rock the boat a lot of times. But sometimes we have to. Sometimes we have to. All right, Joshua, I'm going to get you a card real quick. Here you go. Boom, boom. Let's pull from over here. All right, we got the Two of Raphael for Joshua. Two hearts dedicated to creating something wonderful. Kindred spirits. Don't give up on those you love. Don't give up on those you love. So here it's looking about sunset and sunset energy. And again, dawn of a new day. Working with being grounded, working with allowing your faith, detaching from unnecessary things, having the courage, allowing yourself to love, to accept that divine abundance, and to expand. To expand. Okay. Let me see if I go over here. So Virginia says, what if you feel like you're really trying something and you've been trying, but you just can't quite seem to figure it out? It's a really good question. What if you feel like you're really trying with something and you've been trying, but you just can't quite seem to figure it out? Let's pull a card on that. Let's see what the card says. Okay. Virginia's about to die when she sees this. Trust, grace, mystery, humor. Learn how to have trust in yourself. Learn how to have grace. Embrace the mystery of what's going on and be humorous about it. That's, wow. Wow. That's, you can't make this shit up. Okay. Who wants another card? Who wants another card? Anybody want the card? There's 5 people watching. Come on, guys. Give me some hearts and some love. Tell me how much you love me. Say, I love you. Okay, don't tell me how much you love me. Fine. My wife gave me a heart. Lots of hearts over here. Lots of hearts. Amber Bloom wants a card. Amber Bloom wants a card. Amber Bloom wants a card. Yes, she does. Yes, she does. Amber Bloom wants a card. Amber Bloom wants a card. All right, Amber, you got the Earth card. Physical body, grounding, nurture, and cultivate. So looking at what's going on in the world, I also feel like you should probably start working maybe with bear energy. You might want to look into that a little bit. Physical body, if your body's hurting, maybe some stretching. The last person to give this kind of advice because I haven't been doing the yoga I should be doing, my DDP yoga. Grounding, nurture, and cultivate. All right. Carolyn Fox. Carolyn Fox just tuned in. Carolyn Fox just tuned in. Does she want a card? Who wants a card? Who wants a card? I feel like someone's making noise in my house. Hold on. Virginia? All right, my son was banging on things, I guess. Alrighty. So we have to learn how to laugh at ourselves, right? It's like when someone falls in the mud, they can get really angry, right? They get very, very angry, or they can learn how to have patience and get themselves cleaned up and learn how to be playful and learn how to be curious about why they fell in the mud, right? Why they fell in the dirt. Why are they dirty? So orangutan. So if you keep on falling and you need to learn how to laugh at yourself, bring in that orangutan energy. Alrighty. Please like and share this video with your friends, your fellows, your countrymen, your countrywomen, and all that jazz. All right. So the next thing we have is a white rhinoceros. Stability, confidence, steadiness, and abundance. So there's a lot of abundance coming in. I think there's some great things coming in for a lot of people. Again, Joshua, here you have the sun showing. I think in your card earlier, there was a card about the sun. And you have we have two rhinoceroses here. So stability, don't be afraid to say, hey, I'm reaching out to you and I'm reaching out to you. But if you reach out to somebody and they don't reach out back, that's fine. Jack wants to make a cameo. My son wants to. Do y'all want to see my son? I'll bring him on next week. He pulls cards. Jack pulls cards sometimes. I'm not kidding. It's honest to God truth. All right. Salmon. Faith, determination. We have, again, faith. So a lot of times, what are you doing? All right, I'm going to bring my son on. Hold on. Say, hey, you want to pull a card? Who wants Jack to pull him a card? You want to pull a card? Okay. The black cockatoo. And that's for Bridget, because Bridget wants Jack to pull her a card. Okay, you want to put another card? Okay, another card. Condor. All right. Who else? Okay. The koala. All right. I'm going to give him. Say, hey. Say, hey, Creative Collective. All right. Get back to mommy. There you go. What time do I get off? 10? All right. All righty. So, here we go. We got 3 cards here. So the condor, which is cycles, reflection, perspective, and release. And we talked about that earlier. Again, we have the sun. So there's a lot of stuff about sun energy coming in. So people might want to be looking into Egyptian energy, looking into Ra energy, looking into the Christ energy. If you also could be talking about getting back to your roots. Koala here has a big sun, a massive sun, and he's bringing the calm, perspective, and imagination and ease. So looking into maybe doing some sun salutes, right? Or the black cockatoo is a herald. That's a confidence and companionship and communication. So we want to learn how to herald the cycles. When we have these cycles, we want to know they've come and they've gone, right? It's like when you're dating somebody who was great, and then you're like, it was great, it was good, it's good time, but everything has its season, right? And so you just move on. Wax on, wax off. And a lot of times, like I saw one of my friends, and I saw her TikTok, and Mercury retrograde X's coming in, and you're like, oh, right? That's how a lot of people are. Thank God I'm married, and I found the love of my life. A lot of people are like, I'm never gonna find that one. They sing that song, I'm never gonna find that one. That one's never gonna find me. Oh, what do I do? What do I do? Do I just sit and be? You'll break that cycle. All righty, Bridget. All right, so that tells me Bridget needs one of these cards. Here we go. Let's pull this one. All right. Decision, Archangel Jophiel. Release yourself from that which holds you back. A need to detox, unnecessary worry on a lack of self-confidence. So you're releasing, you're letting go. It's very, very important that you learn how to let go. Okay. All right. Let's bring that condor energy in. Hello, Anne-Marie Young. Anne-Marie Young's here. Anne-Marie Young's here. Let's pull Anne-Marie Young a card. Are you ready for Anne-Marie Young to pull a card? Here we go. Ready for Anne-Marie Young to pull a card. All right, here we got Anne-Marie Young a card. It's important to have balance, working multiple jobs or projects at once, making work fun. Maybe that's Anne-Marie. I think that might be my card. I'm going to pull you another card. Here you go. That's probably my card. All right. So we got some heart energy coming in for Anne-Marie Young. And some ocean energy. So that's really good. A positive new emotional experience, fulfilling romantic relationship, deep and lasting spiritual insight. Look how beautiful that is. Your wings are spreading. Your wings are spreading. You're learning the cycles. You're taking everything as you should. You're not getting too bogged down. A lot of people are getting bogged down recently with all this crazy stuff that's going on with their life. We just have to learn how to say, hey, man, hey, I'm here. I'm here and I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Just I don't need all the craziness right now. I don't need all the craziness. I just want to be here. So All right. So I feel like this is a card for someone who has an affinity for lions. So who has an affinity for lions? It might be all of you. Who knows? Who has an affinity for lions? Okay, I'll just pull another card. All right. So the Four of Michael. Insights that come from quiet meditation. I've told y'all I've tried to meditate my whole life. It's very, very difficult for me. The need for more sleep or time off. Okay, another message from the universe to me. I get it. I get it. My wife has been saying I need to sleep more. Okay, fine. So the Jack and Jack Ives, Jack the knife, or Jack knife the sword, and Virginia are watching a lion on Madagascar in the back, and they're like, "Oh, so all right, so strength, strength and grace." Virginia, that's twice. That's twice. Through kindness, self-confidence, and forgiveness. Wow. Okay. La, 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 la. All right. Okay. So our next card is, this is the grandmother. She's coming in. And I feel like she surrounded herself with yellow flowers. And this might be for Virginia. So let's see. The Queen of Michael, brilliant, self-reliant, insightful, and humorous. You know exactly what to do. The benefit of experience, a time for your career rather than relationships. Okay. So I don't know what the hell that is. Virginia, what was that? What did you just write? Okay. That is true, Amber Young. Very true. All right. The Queen of Gabriel. Gabriel is a messenger. You can do anything right now. Go after what you want. The ability to attract helpful people. The ability to attract helpful people. Helpful people. All right. Wild horses. Look at that. Wild horses. We got horse energy on the table all the time. Freedom, sensitivity, spirit, and partnership. All right. That's awesome. That's awesome. I don't know where all those cards are. Where in the... Oh, you're there. Duh. All right, so our next card is air, thought, alignment, breath, and intention. And on that, we're gonna do a silent meditate. Not a silent meditation, but we're gonna do a story with the cards that we have. Right, with these cards, a meditation for everybody who's in pain, who's in agony, for everybody who is struggling, everybody who's wanting, like I said, a lot of women are trying to get pregnant right now. A lot of men are trying to become fathers. A lot of people are trying to find love and let love find them. A lot of people are struggling with reacclimating themselves after COVID. Trying to reacclimate into a world they thought would be like, oof, oof. So what we're going to do is we're just going to tell a story. I think that's going to be the fun part of this. I don't know. Y'all have an option. Do y'all want to tell a story with the card? So Joshua, I use many different decks. When I do a deep dive, and like I channel people and I channel for people so they can learn about their, what's preventing them from reaching their highest potential, what's doing all that stuff. I'll have like 30 or 40 decks out. Virginia will come in and she'll be like, "What in the hell are you doing?" And I'll be reading books and everything. Here I have a lot of decks. I haven't bought decks in a while. Sometimes you just take a little break. So I'm taking a little break from buying decks. But yes, I use many different decks. I have probably over 200 decks of cards. All right. So here we go. Y'all ready? All right. I want y'all to imagine that you are in a field, and in this field, it's filled with feathers. As you pick up the feather that's nearest you, I want thoughts of peace, love, and light to encircle you, right? I want you to feel the warmth of the sun. We all have those times in our lives where the memory of the sun was so amazing, so magnificent. I want you all to feel that warmth, right? I want you to embrace the messages that are going to come to you from this moment of taking out, as we're going to call it. I want you to hear the wild horses. I want you to feel the wild horses. I want you to hear. I want so many wild horses, almost like the earth shaking, like, right? We talked about earth earlier, stability, the grounding, right? I want you to look up. I want you to see the trees. I want you to see the trees. I want you to feel the trees. I want you to feel the trees, right? You may not be close to a tree. Some of you may be close to a tree. If you're close to a tree, say you're close to a tree. But if you're not and you're reaching out, so I want you to reach out. I want you to reach out to the tree. And I want you to say, tree, I want to be grounded like you. I want to learn how to ground myself. The wind has picked me up and put me over here. And I'm grateful. I'm grateful for the move. But I need to be grounded. I need to feel more attachment, right? I've been detached for too long. I need to get back to source. I need to feel where I am. I need to get back. And as you look down, there's a koala. The koala comes in and hugs your leg and looks up and goes up and grabs and perches. And he's eating a little green thing, he's eating it. Is it bamboo? Is that what it is? He's on your shoulder, right? He's on your shoulder. And Queen Gabriel comes out of the sun and she says, you can do anything right now. Go after what you want. The ability to attract and help people and teach you how to be helpful. Okay. Then on the other sun comes the Queen of Michael. And this woman, she's a little different. This queen's a little different. She's a bit more stern. And she's going to say, you know exactly what to do. Right? Some people are saying, I hear my grandmother in my ear. And yes, that's probably your grandmother saying this. You know exactly what to do. The benefit of experience. I feel like someone here has a grandfather who is saying you can read about shit all you want, but if you don't experience it, then you cannot testify to it. Very, very important here. Someone who's very, very clear coming out. You can read about it all, right? And then one past one came in and said, make sure you're clear. It's not about like drugs and alcohol and doing crazy shit, right? That's right. There is a way, and there's a way to do things. But if you're testifying, you're telling stories about things, especially if there's struggles, and you have not experienced them, right? Except on the periphery, right? You need to say that. You need to say that. This woman is very clear. She's saying the benefit of experience. You are going to learn things from experience. You're going to learn things if it's the loss of a loved one, right? Or the experience of seeing love for the first time, or feeling love, or feeling acceptance, or feeling someone who's proud of you for the first time. I'll never forget, my dad came up to me one time. Really, the first time my dad ever was really proud of me. I got poetry written at a section of poetry, and it said the section of Seth David Healy, section of genius. And it was in the book. I'm not trying to brag. I'm just telling you that this poetry was in the poetry journal for like 4 or 5 years. It was my section. And my dad's one of the first times he said, I'm proud of you. To me, I had that's the benefit of experience, right? That's it. You people saying things to you, feeling things, good, bad, indifferent experience. And this woman's very clear, and she's saying, you know exactly what to do. You know you're gonna have to do this, that, these, and those to learn from the experience. Don't worry, I'm gonna give you strength. Right? Lion's gonna come in and gonna give you strength, and it's gonna help you understand how to work. Right? We're going to align your chakras. This is what we're going to do next. So next you see all these little bugs. And don't worry, they're cute bugs. They're not like little bugs where you're like, oh my God, I don't like bugs out. No, these are cute bugs. Let's say some like different colored ladybugs, and they're just flying around you. And they're wrapping you up in all this beautiful color. And as they move through your body, right? They go to your here, they go to your intuitive eye, they go to your voice, they go to your heart, they go to your legs, your body, your solar plexus, all these different parts. They are taking those wheels and they're turning them and they're spinning them right where they need to be. Sometimes alignment is not like this. Sometimes alignment might be like this. And that's what we have to understand. If you're forcing alignment, it's like putting a whole right? So it's important to have balance. Working multiple jobs or project at once, making work fun. So you hear that message as these little bugs start flying around you. Learn how to make work fun. Okay? My wife asked for a card. When a wife asks for a card, you've got to give it to them. White rhinoceros, baby. Stability, confidence, steadiness, abundance. So that's good. Okay. All right. The world. Somebody told me to pull this. Archangel Michael, a very happy ending, coming full circle, spiritual growth and insight. Okay. All right, good. So as y'all are in this field and these feathers and the sun's out there and these older queens have come and given you messages, now I want you to look a little bit further. I want you to look out there and I want you to see your sun set. And as your sun sets, it's dark. This is what we call embracing the fear. I want you to learn how to let go. I want you to feel the light and the love that surrounded you. I don't want you to be afraid anymore. I don't want you to be scared. I want you to be happy. I want you to understand. I want you to understand that you are a part of a whole cycle of different things, the large circle of life. As the stars shine bright on you, as they shine bright into your eyes, I want you to see the eyes. I want you to see the glimmer in your eye. I want you to see the beauty. I want you to see the truth. I want you to see the light and the love. I want you to feel, and I want you to understand that you are more than you could possibly imagine. You're doing things for people, even though they don't want you to do it, even though they don't even know you're doing it. And that's great. The orangutan says laugh. So orangutan comes up to you, and he walks you up a little bit further. And it's nighttime. He has a little torch, and he says, I got you something. I've got you a little something here. We're going to go this way. Well, changes his voice a lot. I'm going to change the voice for the orangutan. But he's going to do something, He's got craziness. So the curiosity and patience, very rafter. Quite a little, how about this? This is a better voice for orangutan, don't you think? Oh, like it's a better voice for the orangutan. So I want you to laugh. Need you to laugh. I want you to be curious about what's beyond the border. So you're going to go beyond the border for the orangutan. He's going to walk you there. He's going to walk you. He says, come with me. All right, we're going to laugh. We're going to laugh a lot. It's going to be great. And we're going to say, I love life. It's so good. And those stars are shining bright. He said, look at the stars. There's Leo, the lion, looking down, giving you strength all the time, And there's Orion, and he's got his arrow, and he's pointing you in the right direction. The star. You can't make that shit up. You can't make it up. It's right there. I pulled the star card. A dream come true. Believe in yourself. The end of a difficult situation. So a lot of you are feeling a difficult situation has come about. Or I feel like a lot of people have lost things after COVID and after, everything that's going on. And you can see it. You can see it in people's eyes. You can see it even in the celebrities' eyes. If you're watching the trial at all and you look at Amber Heard, and then you look at Johnny Depp, and you look at the lawyers, and you look at the people, and you just see it, and you look at other people. They're very, very different. Very, very different. The moon, we're talking about cycles. So there's a lot of cycles going on right now. The opportunity to improve your plans. So what we're doing right now, we're working on improving our plans. We want to listen to our intuition more for accurate guidance. So if you're listening, you're like, don't text that person. Don't text that person. Don't text that person. Don't do this. Don't do that. When that voice comes in your head and it's saying, don't, it was so much fun. It's good. And you're like, no, it's a bad. It's a good. It's a bad. You don't want that. You want to start listening to your intuition. You want to start bringing in your power animals. Like I said, if y'all looking for a reading, y'all shoot me an email, centricmedium@gmail.com or sundayswithsuits@gmail.com. If you're looking for a reading, I'll start doing readings. We'll start doing readings again in June and July. So new beginnings. How about that? New beginnings. Starting a new life, finding your purpose, forgiving and compassionate review of the past. Wow. I think I need some music for that. Okay. So as we start walking away, the orangutan just sort of fades away into the night. And there is another person that is coming. And this person has wings and is wearing purple and comes from the world of the intuition. And he's echoing, or maybe a she for you, the new beginnings, the end of delays, a change in direction that offers happiness. So you're going this way, and he or she is going to spin you the other way. So we just want to spin. I want you to take your hand, and I want you to go like this. I want you to feel. So go like this. Go like this. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a pearl. Right? And I got this, like I said, this pearl's from the Oriental Shop, Mike's Story. It's got two dragons in it. I'm going to take this pearl, right? This energy source, right? When we go like this, right? When you go like this, I'm going to put this in your hand. All right? So let's go. Ready? And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Feel the weight of it in your hand. Feel the weight. Feel that abundance. Feel that light. Feel that love. Feel it. Embrace it. Now, I want you to look above, and there's all these wheels of multiple colors, right? So we have blue. We have yellow, orange, white, green, blue, indigo, red, green. And as they spin, they're coming down towards you, and they're breaking apart, and you're absorbing them. And they are going to help you with your chakra alignment, how you need to align. And then the koala is going to come out, and the orangutan is going to come out. And they're going to take your hand, and they're going to walk you into a door of light. They're going to walk you into a door of light. But they're going to leave you at that door. You have to take the key out. You have to take the key out, right? I'll show you what the key is. Right? See this? It's hematite and copper, right? Balance, circulation, right? So here we go. We're all at the door, right? and we're going to open it. And we're going to walk through. When we walk through, we're going to go into a cave. We'll go into a cave much like this. Okay. In that cave is going to be walls of green. See this? Walls of green. And I want you to take that star that was in your eye, that glimmer, and I want you to throw it. I want you to throw it into the green. And they're going to shatter. When it shatters, it's going to be thrown right into you. The surge of heart energy, which is going to be a grounding force, which is going to create a voice, which is going to ground you, bring celestial energy, open your intuitive eye, engage your heart chakra, teach you how to ground yourself, teach you how to align yourself, teach you how to love yourself. And now a bright sun awakens you. And you find yourself where you are, sitting there, looking at the man with the will, welcoming new beginnings, heralding new cycles, declaring your freedom from bad cycles, heralding a new day, giving you a positive new emotional experience, fulfilling romantic relationships, professional relationships, spiritual relationships, and insights of light, love, and understanding. They give you permission to release. They give you permission to release. Release yourself to that which holds you back. You're detoxing from the negativity and you're bringing the light and love of the sun, of the stars, of the Leo. Don't worry about self-confidence issues. Don't worry about personal issues. Worry not. Love. Love. Accept love. Bring your sun in. Feel your sun in. Hold your sun in. Two hearts dedicated to creating something wonderful. Two people. Two ways. Two paths. Kindred spirits. Never give up on those who love. Nurture yourself. Please nurture yourself. Take care of yourself. Take that leap of faith. Believe in yourself. Believe in yourself. And you'll become stable. And you'll become efficient. Because it's your lucky new day. New resources of money, time, and support. A change in job or promotion. Warm, generous, honorable, refined. Yes, it is safe to trust this new energy. The ability to accomplish many things at once. Follow your creative passions. Wow. What a great night of cards. What a great night of cards. I mean, I can't, it's amazing how these cards work sometimes. It just really is. It's amazing how these cards work. And I just want to say that you make bold and ambitious choices, great progress is possible. Important relationships with people who share your vision. That's what we do here at the Things Network. We have, and all these other networks, right? And you have people who want to share visions, and they want to share truths, and they want to share life and love, and they want to bring in life and love, and they don't just want to focus in on the horrors and the demons and all that kind of stuff. That's there's a time and place for everything. My father used to say, time and place for everything. You got to make sure that the time and place is right. You got to have the time and place that's right. If you don't have a time and place that's right, chances are you're wrong. And so we have to be aware. We have to learn. Okay. We got some more horse energy here. It will be better if you just make a decision. Overanalyzing a problem. Find a compromise. So when you make this big, bold, and ambitious, thing, you may have to find some compromises. And you're definitely going to have to release the past. And you will grow from that situation. You're going to grow from that situation because the time will heal all the wounds. And then finally, you'll be able to take a bow. You'll find your light. A situation will have ended, and you're finally free. Again, this new energy is about freedom. Get ready, y'all. This new energy, May, June, and July, is going to be whoof. It's going to be really intense. Just think how COVID was with Matt and fear. This is going to be more about exploration. This is going to be more about unknown things opening up. Some things might be very, very scary. And you may be like, did that just happen? No, that could not have just happened. Did that just happen? What? But I think learning how to take your final bow, a great line I've always heard is learn when to walk off the stage. Learn when you've done all you can do. Learn to say, my time here is over. A lot of people talk about when they see their loved ones, and they're nearing their time to just ascend that staircase. A lot of medium friends, they can tell you that they feel it. They feel that that the spirit is no longer there. Spirit's no longer there. It's just a shell. And we have to learn that we have to sometimes the shell has to be, we have to put the shell away. We have to say goodbye. We have to bow out. We have to let them bow out. It's like people at concerts, you're like, one more song. And a teacher telling me, he's like, that's great. That's great. And like Leonard said, no, not to encourage fighting, but knowing when to choose to fight. Yes. And knowing when to back out. You needn't go through your current challenges alone. I think a lot of this new energy that's coming in, you will not be going through it alone. Help is nearby. It may be of a different persuasion that you're used to. I feel like I tell this to some people. If you're in a relationship and the opposite sex is coming into your aura, you need to have boundaries up. A lot of people after COVID are all about being near people and wanting to just embrace humanity and feel humanity at any cost. And that's great, but you have to have boundaries. relationships or relationships, friendships or friendships, both professional, both personal, romantical, all the O's. Even though help is nearby, usually when help is nearby, an obstacle is nearby too. So you have to be aware. And the thoughts that you have are creating your narrative. So in May, you just take a book out, get a notebook, get a pen, and start writing your story. Start writing your story, the story of you. How do you want to say goodbye? Do you want a swan song? Do you want this big thing? Or do you just want, hey, where's so-and-so? So where'd so-and-so go? I really miss so-and-so. And you still have a swan song, right? A lot of teachers do this. A lot of teachers, I think about The Walking Dead. They just ended The Walking Dead, the comic. No one really, he said, I'm going to end it. I'm going to end it. Last comic coming out. It didn't do a big, like, media press, whatever. Just ended it because it needed to end. You know when you need to end things, right? You know when you need to begin things. And this with new cycle of life that you're about to be given. Oh, card just want to play. Let's see what this card says. Your worry is unnecessary. Now, I know a lot of you right now are worried. You're like, what? How do I, there's not the all clear yet in the world. There's still stuff going down. You just got to focus your thoughts. You got to focus on how you're writing your narrative. Release the feelings of regret, guilt, or worry to your angels, and they will let them, they'll take them up. Remember, we'll get those feathers. So just imagine you're in those field of feathers, right? And that sun, and those little bugs, every time you get alignment, that's a great little meditation, right? I created here just for y'all to sit there and imagine it when you need that alignment, when you need that love, when you need that light. Greg with Ghostbox Live is next, y'all. Make sure you're staying tuned and watching him. Make sure you're supporting all of your metaphysical, paranormal, spiritual, all those things. If you want me to talk about something, remember Sundays with Suits at gmail.com or the eccentric medium at gmail.com. Say, hey, I really want to talk about this. I feel like it's something I really need to talk about. That being said, don't write a novel. Don't write a novel. And I can say that because I'm the kind of guy who would write a novel, right? But I want to give to everybody. I want everybody to, to have a voice. I want people, the loyal people who especially been watching since the beginning. And I really feel that, we have 8 now. We'll have 8,000 next year. I really believe that. I really believe that things are changing. I'm manifesting that I'll be going to conferences. I'll be, doing things. What are you manifesting? What are you creating? Right? The 4 of Gabriel. Let's see. Time for a celebration. Look at that. Isn't that amazing? Time for a celebration. Abundant rewards for hard work. Can't make that shit up. Release yourself from burdensome situations. Don't let those beasts of burdens, don't let those Uncle Bobs get you down. No. Bring the eagle in. Bring the eagle in. And how do we end? But on a ship. Let's see. Prosperity arising from wise planning. Wow. Time to take the next step. Optimistic plans that turn out as expected. Y'all been amazing as always. Your energy is phenomenal. It's hard. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's hard to you have to decide one day that I'm done making excuses. I'm done making excuses as I pull the solutions card. And look at that. That's crazy, right? Success that comes from objective compromise, self-control and patience, forgiving and healing energy. You can walk away from negative people, right? But like I said, if y'all been watching that trial and you hear about things, some people won't let you walk away. And you just have to learn how, as one person said, wow, look at that. We got the star card again. Isn't that cool? Dream come true. Believe in yourself. End of a difficult situation. Learning how to embrace who you are and what you are and who you can become. All right. Oh, thank you, Joshua. Thank you so much. A positive new emotional experience, fulfilling romantic relationship, deep and lasting spiritual insights. All righty. Well, we're done for the night. But if anybody has any questions or any comments or wants a card or anything, just give me a say. I want a card. I need a card. Give me a card. Or not. Well, I guess we'll pull some towel real quick because the towel came in earlier. So let's just see what he has to say. Because I think it's always ended good on ancient energy. Surrender. This is a moment of awakening and relief. It is done. Step back to see the big picture. Remember, we talked about expansiveness. Instead of fighting a battle you cannot win, stop struggling. Concede and preserve your energy for the next strategic plan of attack. Winning is ahead. Winning is ahead. I'm loving this. I feel like, and I really do feel like there's a lot of winning coming on. And I feel like it's a lot of people here watching it. I feel like I've got some winning stuff coming myself. Okay. Amber Young, here's your card. Longevity. Attend to things before they become a problem. Especially take care of yourself on all levels. Pursue a healthy lifestyle to attain mental clarity and physical wellness. You may need a different approach to the situation at hand. Be flexible. Okay, look at this. We got more abundance, man. I'm telling you. Like, this is great. I'm so excited about the abundance. I feel like something's like pulling in. I can like almost feel it. Like, just like, it's like, oh, you have no idea what's about to hit you in the face. And I'm like, oh, when? When will that hit me in the face? You are nurtured, protected, and guided by one of the most powerful deities in Taoism. The time has come to harvest all that you have sown. Continue to follow the path that is yours alone, and you are assured of abundant success. I don't think I can finish it anymore with like, that's just great. And finally, because we need some victory in our life. Congratulations on your victory. You have pursued a goal to fruition. It's fulfillment, completion, and arrival from a long journey. Remain connected with your bigger mission in life. Prepare to embark upon your next adventure. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Come. One more. Oh, wait. Oh, new beginnings. Look, can you make that shit up? Man, I'm telling you. New beginnings. Step into the journey without fear. The time is now. Follow your instincts and have faith in new beginnings. The road ahead is filled with excitement and joy. There's nothing to be afraid of. You're protected and led by your spirit guide. And on that note, hey you! Onward, upward, greatness abounds. Soak up that humanity. Create your art and make your impact. With the army of now, so we won't have armies of tomorrow. No. We won't be wearing masks. Won't be wearing gloves. We'll be running the fields and the valleys. We'll be running with the fairies. We'll be jumping in pools. We'll be climbing mountaintops. We'll be yelling, abundance, abundance, abundance. Not mendacity like Tennessee Williams, but abundance, abundance, abundance. Happiness and happiness. Love and light. Our children and their children will be like, ooh, those are dark times. Woo. Wow. But they fought the fault. They did the battle, and we won. We made life a better place for them because it's about them, not about us. It's about them. It's about them. So communicate with the world this week. Communicate with the spirit this week. Call in your power animals. Call in your spirit guides. Know and say abundance, abundance, abundance. Onward, upward, greatness abounds. Soak up that humanity. Create your art. Make your impact. The army of now. Be the change so we can transform. So we can fly. Y'all been great. Y'all been amazing. Make sure you stay tuned next for Greg with Ghost Box Live. I'll be here next week, 8:30. Bring your friends. I'm manifesting 10 people, 15. We can bring it. Let's do it. Bring your friends, bring your fellows, bring your enemies. Like and share this video. Send me emails. Do what you got to do. I've been Suits Healy. It's been a pleasure. We've had great messages. And I'm going to end with the tune. And this rebirth on you.